This month I cleaned up my game's UI and I added better atmosphere, buildings, and lighting to the map scene. Also, I created modular map characters and flocks of birds that would fly around. See how all of this happened after the intro. Throughout this month, I made a multitude of improvements to the user interface. Besides changing the look and feel of it, I added an inventory panel. This panel is going to include spaces for the food and equipment that the player will find during the game. As you can see here, all the transitions are nice and smooth. I can click on an item and see its information as of now. As I add more content, this system will be nice and expandable for when there are lots of different foods and items in the game. This won't be the final product, but I'm happy with where it's at for now. Alright, so on to something more interesting to say the least. All these buildings. I drew them all in Photoshop and I'm making sure to make each look unique and show what the town, city, castle, or village really is. For example, here's an overview of the current settlements I have. Rysted, a thriving town that farms for their modest wealth yet always puts food on the table. Fifford, a desolate village, poor and miserable with little food to eat. Auden, a small sea village that gets by with their skilled fishermen and shrimp boats that sail around the sea. Indonesia, the largest, most powerful city in the northeast region of Moravia, a bustling trade center for trade and culture safeguarded by its walled border. Chessy, a town of rich, highly skilled tradesmen and intellects, known for their prestigious school of religion. Each of these settlements have a number of lights coming from them so they can glow in the dark, showing the life that lives inside of them. One of the reasons for my delayed process on this devlog was that I'm starting to learn how to make pixel art in a program other than Photoshop. I purchased a license to Sprite and got to work learning how to draw pixel art characters and props quickly. As you can see, I'm far from a pixel art Chad at this point, but my once forward work can start to look passable when given some time. I created a number of things with Sprite for Marauders of Moravia, including an indicator for the map icon, an animated pig that I haven't implemented yet, a bird, and a small animated guy who is split into his head, body, and legs. What this allows me to do is animate each separately over in Unity so I can change the color of the shirt or the tint of his skin without drawing another completely separate sprite. Hey, I made a Trello board. Only took me 4 months, but now I know what I want to do when I sit down at my computer. The last thing that I was keen on doing was part of a project, but I figured I could implement it into my game. What I was looking to do was make flocks of birds to add to the game's environment. I got this idea when watching one of Sebastian's coding adventures. I won't dive too deep into how this behavior works, but basically, this guy called Craig Reynolds managed to find out that the way birds and fish move can be modeled by computers with 3 simple rules applied to each fish. Firstly, alignment. The bird will take the birds near to it and find the average rotation of these birds. They will align with this average rotation. Second, cohesion. The bird will take the birds near to it in the same direction and find the average position of these birds. They will move towards this position, thus grouping the birds together. Lastly, avoidance. The bird will move away from any bird that gets too near to it, making sure they don't bump into each other. With these 3 rules applied, I made this demo here, and I was really enjoying it. I then put this behavior in the map scene and I like the effect. Every once in a while, a big flock of birds will move across your screen. Sometimes 1 or 2 birds will fly towards the flock from a different direction and join in. This wasn't the best use of my time, but I enjoyed learning about this behavior. If you want a more detailed description, check out Sebastian's coding adventure on the topic, link in description. So that's about it for the devlog. If you like the video, please subscribe. It really helps me out and it's my motivation for these projects. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.